Okay, you guys, never mind how I look. Yes, I still look a mess. But I just finished eating my breakfast and I am watching the Woman of Impact podcast with Sarah Jakes. And as I told y'all, we're working on self improvement. So I've been taking notes just about like things that I feel like can help me, like as I've been watching this podcast. Like nobody really talks about like how hard it is to really get up and work on yourself. And in this podcast, I feel like she really literally like she just breaks it down for us. So I am gonna share this with y'all, but when I come back, because I am gonna have like okay, anyway, I am gonna share this with y'all when I come back. Like when I finish watching it, I only have like 6 minutes left of it, and then I'm gonna come back. We're gonna do I'm gonna do it. I don't know if y'all gonna do it with me or not, but I'm definitely gonna do like a little kind of like, I'm gonna say, kind of like a workshop on me. And yeah, we're gonna do it together. But y'all, as I'm watching this podcast, this freaking line, I'm gonna show y'all, because I promise you, y'all, I literally almost cried. Like as I'm watching this, I really almost just cried, because I just feel like she just talks about stuff that, you know, her perspective on life is just so different. And it's just one, you know what? I'm not even gonna keep talking about it. Okay. But yeah, y'all, I'm not even gonna keep talking about it. I'm gonna just show y'all and y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. Hopefully, I really hope that this resonates with some of you guys, because it definitely did with me. But I'm gonna show y'all.
And dare to eat that I should have never been in. But because I dared to believe and dared to incubate that thing and to keep boundaries around it, I've been able to really experience some transformation for people.
I dare to believe. That really hit me.
Dare, yeah, it's a dare. It's a dare. Sometimes believing in yourself, believing in what, God's given you, is like playing truth or dare. The truth is I'm afraid, but I'm going to dare to believe anyway. The truth is I'm not qualified, but I'm going to dare to go after it anyway. Just because it's true doesn't mean it has to become the compass in which you navigate your life with. Sometimes faith is a dare. Sometimes building is a dare. My heart is broken, but I'm going to dare to love again. I'm grieving, but I'm going to dare to get up and go to work. I'm going to dare to continue to show up in my life with my broken pieces, with my leftovers, because I believe that if I continue to do that, that there is unexpected beauty for me to behold. Not for me to achieve, but for me to behold. There is a version of you that you have yet to behold. You are just getting started. And you're going to have these mornings and these moments where you dare to keep your eyes open, even when it's easier to go through them with them closed and afraid. So I'm going to keep my eyes open and my heart open, because there's another me that I want to behold.
Yeah, y'all, we're gonna do this self-improvement workshop together. And instead of doing like what I originally planned on doing, I'm gonna go off of this podcast, because I'll be honest, a lot of this stuff really just kind of like spoke to me, and I didn't realize like when I went into like watching this podcast how much stuff I was actually gonna resonate with. But a lot of it really did like resonate with me. Like I needed to hear this, and in doing so, you know what? I'm not even gonna get into that. I'm gonna just tell y'all some of the things that I wrote down here, and I'm gonna do like kind of like a workshop of like why this resonated with me, or like what I'm going to do like a little differently. I'm just gonna talk to you guys about this. And if you guys haven't watched the podcast, I suggest that everybody go and watch the podcast. It is on Women of Impact, and it is, let me tell y'all, it is called Girl Get Up, How to Create a New Version of Yourself in 2023 with Sarah Jakes. Okay? I suggest everybody go and watch that podcast. It is amazing, and I'm not even kidding. Let's just get into it because I don't want to give too much away. So let's just get into it. So what the main goal of the workshop today is pinpointing what hurts you the most. That is the goal. The goal is pinpointing what hurts you the most. And every time we do a workshop, you guys, we are going to have a question. And on the question, I'm gonna list out the things. Like, today's question is to pinpoint what hurts you the most. Now, the goal of today is forgiveness. So we're gonna have a goal and a question every day that we do this. It's all in the perception of like how somebody views you and how you may view yourself. Like, everybody is not going to perceive you how you perceive yourself. Everybody's not going to see you in the way that you see yourself. So it's more so of like, just remember, like, yeah, you may be hard on yourself. Yeah, you may be thinking to yourself, like, this is not where I want to be at. This is not how I picture my life. This is not where I thought I was going to be at. This is, when you let all those negative thoughts in your mind control how you value yourself. But instead, you need to take those and be like, you know what? Change the way that, shift your perspective. Shift your perspective in a way that those negative thoughts become positive. Or shift it to where those negative thoughts become an affirmation. Shift it to where those negative thoughts don't control your space in your mind and allow you to sink into like a depression, or allow you to sink into one of those where you feel like you are not worthy. Because once you feel like you are not worthy, you're only going to attract what you feel. If you want to get into a different space of life to where you're attracting the things that you know in your heart that you want to perceive, or not perceive, but if you know that you're in your heart that you want to receive, then you need to start shifting your perspective so that you can receive them. So one of the pinpoints that I wanted to hit on today was your scars do not decrease your value, it increases your worth. And what I mean by that is the things that you went through in the past, your trauma, what makes you who you are today, did not decrease your value and your worth. It only allowed you to become more worthy of the things that you want to receive. Like, it allows you in certain spaces that other people may not be able to enter in. It allows you to see things that other people may not be able to see. It's so easy to sit there and think about all the things that hell went wrong in your life and to wish that it never happened, or wish that you could change something, because you deem that as you lost your value, or you feel unworthy because you went through that, But if you never express how you feel, or if you never express what you went through, it is so much harder for you to overcome it because you've never talked about it. And that's what I'm learning, is that you have to, in order for you to overcome the things that you went through, you have to accept it. Take an inventory of the thoughts in your mind and discover what are the root. And when she said this, she was saying everybody has those negative thoughts. Everybody has those whispers, those thoughts that constantly play in your head. And those things that you tend to start to believe because they play in your head all the time. But in order to overcome those thoughts, in order to shift the perspective on those thoughts, we have to think, what is the root? Where did this thought come from? Was this a thought that I placed in my head, or was this a thought that somebody may have said to me that I picked up along the way, and I accepted this as my truth instead of accepting this as this is somebody's thought? And that is okay, because everybody is entitled to an opinion, but their opinion does not have to be your truth.